Welcome to Cole's World of Mathematics, where math is made simple and clear.
In this video, I'm going to take a look at SAT math questions that can be done very quickly and effectively in Desmos. In this SAT question, it's a good one to use Desmos with because it's a system. It's a system that's got a quadratic and a linear equation in it. And while, yes, you could solve it by hand, actually, this is going to be really fast solving by using Desmos. So basically, I'm just going to put that first equation in the first spot. I'm going to put the second equation in the second spot. And then you do have to have a conceptual understanding of when you have a system of equations like this, where are your solutions? Well, your solutions are going to be the points of intersection. So I'm going to take a look at that. There are two possible points of intersection here, so two solutions, but they just want to know which of the following could be the value of x. Well, you're going to look at your x coordinates, -1 and 1. So in this case, answer is A. This is another good quadratic question that can be done in Desmos really easy. Clearly, by looking at this quadratic and then seeing these choices of C and D down here, you would think quadratic formula, probably going to have to solve this by hand, but much quicker I can do this if I just go ahead and put the equation in Desmos. All right, and then if I don't do the equals 0 or anything, I see the nice positive upright quadratic there, and then the solutions are going to be the points of x-intercepts. And I can see by those x coordinates there that it is going to be either C or D because of those great big long decimals. So use Desmos as a regular calculator, put in that 1 plus square root of 5 over 2 and see if it's going to match by that decimal. So real quickly, 1 plus, let's hit the square root of 5 there, come outside there, and then close the parentheses, divide by 2. That gives me the decimal. So, and really, I only need to type in 1 because I'm going to come back over here. It's a positive number. So then let's compare and see if it matches. Clearly, it does match that one. So then I know that C is going to be the answer. If that real quickly had not worked, then I would have tried either one of those on part D. So that was probably definitely quicker than you could have done by hand. Solving this quadratic. So again, answer choice would be C on this one. This is another good quadratic equation that you are going to want to use Desmos to solve. However, if you are not careful, you are going to get the wrong solution. Many of you are going to know that as long as you type in the equation, the points at which it crosses the x-axis is the answer. Okay, so if I type in x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to, parentheses, x minus 2 raised to the second there. And according to Desmos, it does not cross the x-axis. So at first glance, I might say no solution. All right, however, there's another way to solve this. And if you're good at using the TI-84, then this is called the intersect feature on that graphing calculator. So what we do is we take what's on the left-hand side, put it in, and then graph what's on the right-hand side in a different spot, okay? Now the points of intersection are going to be your solutions, all right? And then you're looking at this and it's like, oh, wait a minute, I only have one graph, okay, but the purple graph is showing now. If I take the purple graph off, I see the green one, the purple one, the green one, the purple one, the green one. So they are on top of each other. So this one clearly is infinitely many solutions. So when you're graphing your quadratics, along with several of your others, just putting that equation in as it's written all the way across sometimes does not give you the right answer. So definitely you got to be able to know how to find your solutions and different ways to graph so you can double check. In this SAT question, I'm probably going to want to use Desmos just because it's probably going to be faster. All right, I have exponential equations. I can see that by my answer choice. They've given me a table of values, and they want me to know which function matches that. So as soon as I see the table, I'm probably going to do the table. I'm going to insert a table in Desmos and put the values in, and then that way I can see what the picture is going to look like pretty quickly. And it doesn't take too long to type those values in, even if you're kind of slow at it. All right, we'll put that 5/4 in, 3, and then the 5/8. All right, so real quickly, I got those plotted. All right, now just having them plotted isn't really going to be good enough. I can click right here and I can add a regression. It'll automatically come up with a linear regression. We already know by looking at these functions down here that this is exponential, so I'm going to tell it, give me an exponential curve. All right, it creates by regression the exponential curve, and right here it is. But if I look at this and then I look at my answer choices, they don't really match. So then the next best thing is I know that what's in that table is that curve right there, so I just got to figure out which one of these four matches. So I'm going to start just by putting the equations in. So I'm going to have 5 and then 2 raised to the x plus 1. All right, now right off the bat, I can see that with that x plus 1, 2 raised to the x plus 1 goes the opposite direction. So A and B are very, very similar. So if I really pay attention to my answer choices and I'm trying each one of these, I'm going to skip B because that's very, very similar. And then I'm just going to go insert a negative. All right, now that's my choice C, and it's close but not quite there. So then I'm pretty sure it's going to be D. I switch to that. If I remove the red line, then you can see they are on top. So then choice D matches that table of values. But again, maybe not the most elegant way to do this, but if you especially are not very good with your exponential equations and taking a table of values and generating that curve, Desmos is going to be your friend on this question. All right, this is another good SAT question that deals with a system of equations. They're telling you that solution is going to be that point of intersection. What's the value of x? You are definitely going to want to read that question because sometimes they will change it up. What's the value of y? What's the value of x plus y? So just pay attention and be sure and answer the question directly. So basically, I'm just going to type both those equations in and then see what we have here. So there's our first one, and then the second equation. Okay, now, just doing that like that, I can see it's down here somewhere off my screen. So if I go to move this, okay, I do have the home button, but if I hit the home button, it just keeps moving it back. So I'm going to, clearly it's going to be down here somewhere, all right, but if you can see, I'm moving this graph around, and when I do that, neither one of these two graphs are selected, all right, because I'm just manipulating the graph here. So I mean, if I look at that, it looks like there's tons of intersection points right in there because I really can't tell. And yeah, I could zoom in and out and stuff, but you could spend a lot of time doing that. If you come back over, after you've centered, you think it's in this area somewhere, you come back over here and you select one of these equations. Did you notice what happened? That little point came up and it was grayed out. So if I click off of it, if I click here, all right, it's not showing me where that point of intersection is. But as soon as I come over here and click in one of these, then there's the intersection point. So just manipulating your graph, sometimes it's not always going to be centered, or what you need to see is not going to be visible. And so if you do zoom in and out or go home with this and mess with this graph, make sure and go back and click on one of the curves so that intersection point comes up. All right, so x coordinate of that intersection point, answer is going to be B, -4 on this one.